everyone, welcome back to Make It Vegan with Vicki and Ayana. And if you didn't see the lemon butter bar video that we just put up last week, make sure you check that out, please, after this one though. But on to today. Vicki, tell us, what are we making today?
Today we're doing my almond crescents. I've been making them for over 30 years and there is not a more delicate, flavorful, sophisticated cookie than you have ever tasted. You're gonna be in heaven.
Ooh, yes!
And today we're veganizing it.
Yes, we're veganizing it. And y'all, remember, this was her favorite one to make that she mentioned in her teaser. So you guys know, I'm excited to make this and to eat it, of course. So if you're interested as well, keep watching. All right, Vicki, we have to give credit where credit is due always. So whose recipe are we making today?
Rose Levy-Berenbaum is my cookie hero. She always comes through with all of her recipes. Today we're making Rose's almond crescents, and they are a cookie that you will fall in love with. It's light, it's delicate, it is just melt in your mouth, and I can't wait to veganize it.
Yes, and speaking of veganizing, the only thing we need to veganize this recipe today is to change the unsalted butter. So today we have Earth Balance unsalted butter, and what's great about this butter is that it's great for baking. So of course we're always trying to experiment and figure out which butters are best, but we're gonna try this one out today and I'm excited.
So am I.
All right,
can't wait.
Let's jump into it.
So we're using 2/3 of a cup of slivered blanched almonds. And then we need 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Make sure it's level, so I always do this.
Ooh, that's so satisfying.
Yeah, it is. So that's our sugar. Now we're going to measure out our flour. Again, we're going to use the dip and scoop method where we dip our measuring cup in, and we are going to make sure that we don't have any holes in there. And we're going to make sure that we have a level measurement, and always sift your flour. For the finest cookies on the planet, you want to sift your flour.
And we learned that from last time, our lemon butter bars, right guys?
All
All right. That's all the flour we need, right?
That's all. 1 2/3 cup of flour.
All right, we're shaking and baking.
So the secret to these cookies is that you have to grind your almonds to a powder fine consistency. They have to look exactly like your flour. Here we go. It's gonna get a little noisy, but this particular grinder has always worked like a charm. Here we go.
Look at that.
And there we go. And that's what it looks like.
Ooh, it looks good.
Make sure I don't have any strays in there.
The chunkier pieces, you just
I get them out of there.
all out to grind them up again.
So our next step is we're going to take this 1/4 teaspoon of salt and we're going to mix it into our flour and whisk it together.
All right, look at that.
And then we're going to walk over to our mixer for the next step.
All right guys, before we add our vegan butter into our recipe, I just want to make a quick note and say I've used Earth Balance and Smart Balance since I started going vegan. And I'm telling you, it's one of those butters that it blends in with everything. I really couldn't tell the difference when I transitioned from eating dairy to trying these vegan butters. So give it a try. I think you'll really like it, all right? Okay, let's go on to the next step.
So we've got a whole cup of butter in there. And 1/3 of a cup of sugar. So now we're going to cream our butter and sugar first before we add our flour, our almond.
Yes, so fluffy. Wow. So Vicki, how did this Earth Balance butter compare to the Biolog we used last week?
This is a much better butter for baking. It really is. As you can see in the bowl, we have got a light, fluffy, very beautiful whipped butter sugar combination. And this is going to make your cookies literally melt in your mouth.
Ooh, can't wait, can't wait, can't wait.
Our next step is we're just going to add our almonds and move on to the flour.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Now we're just going to add our flour and salt mixture to this.
All right, look at that.
And again, you don't want to overbeat because you'll have tough cookies. Starts clumped together like that. We're done.
All right, getting all that gooey goodness off.
Yeah, we want it in our tummies, not on the pan.
That's right. All right, I see you have some plastic laid out here that happened as we were transitioning. Tell us more about this.
Yes, we're going to take our dough and we're going to flatten to a nice disc and wrap it in plastic and pop it into the fridge so that we can then move on to the next step.
All right. Okay.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
It does. It's so vibrant in color.
The consistency is very much like the non-vegan dough.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm really happy about that.
I'm excited.
Really surprised
Yes.
that it's going as well as it is.
Earth balance for the win.
There you go. We have found our magic. The secret to a really beautiful light cookie is not touching it too much. So we are just simply going to pat it into a nice little disc. Make sure it doesn't escape. We don't
Can't
want it to
escape
get
from us.
We don't want it to get. And that's that.
Wow, just like that. Vicki.
Into the fridge it goes.
Yes, you're such a natural.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, we have let the dough cool for 2 hours in the refrigerator, and now we're bringing it over, and we're gonna have a discussion on what's gonna be happening next. Ooh, okay.
So you can see exactly how firm it has gotten so that you can handle it. And
Yes.
we have measured, mixed, cooled, and now we're gonna rock and roll with it.
All right, let's do it.
So the trick to these beautiful little almond crescents is their shape. And so you have to divide this dough up after you've taken it out of the fridge into 8 sections and only work with 1 section at a time and take the rest back into the fridge until you're ready to roll more. Otherwise, they'll spread out on your cookie sheet as you're baking them and they will not look like little crescents. So.
All right, let's get into it. Look at that.
Take the rest, stick it back in the fridge. Sprinkle a little flour onto our rolling surface
Okay.
so that it doesn't stick to anything, little bits at a time. You roll them up into a ball, and then you roll them out into a little cylinder, and then you turn them into a little crescent. The consistency with this vegan dough is just as wonderful as the non-vegan dough.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
It just feels
really happy. Yeah. I'm really happy. Yeah, gotta put them on your cookie sheet, evenly spaced apart so they bake evenly. And this part goes really fast, folks. You don't want to overhandle your dough, or again, you're gonna get a really tough cookie. So you get the hang of it after a while. So you're learning how to be a baker.
Yes. I'm excited. And all the ingredients I can use.
Yeah, I feel badly for people who have nut allergies.
Oh yes,
My daughter
almonds.
does.
What would be the substitute for?
There isn't.
There
You
isn't a
just don't make
substitute.
this cookie.
You just don't make this cookie.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
There's no fake nuts.
We could have the real nuts.
Yeah, there's no fake nuts. So if you're allergic to tree nuts, this is not a cookie for you.
Okay, dumb question. Would this be like? Could you use like breadcrumbs or something else that has like a
It's the
consistency? It's the flavor.
Even if you added like almond extract, you're still got almonds. So if you're allergic, you're still gonna be allergic.
You're still getting that.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
All right, looky there, almond crescents. So talented, so talented, Vicki. All right, guys, so I wanted to get involved, get my hands dirty, not dirty, but floury. So we're gonna hop right into this. So you said I needed flour on my hands, just like this?
Yeah.
Just like that? Okay.
That might be a little
That might be a little too
too much.
much, but
Yeah.
this over.
Yeah, because you don't want too much. You don't want extra flour.
Got you. So I'm gonna start with this bad boy right here. You said I'm gonna
Just
roll
it into your hands.
Roll into
first.
my hands first.
A nice little ball. Quick.
Oh yes, no hands. You wanna
The
do
less you touch it, so then you want to roll it out.
Okay, like this.
Into a cylinder.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that.
Is that
Even
good?
a little bit more.
A little more?
Yeah, there. Okay, good.
Perfect.
Now
Okay.
just
It's
turn it into a crescent.
like that, and just bend it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
I'm a baker now. Love it. Okay,
Perfect.
I'm not gonna touch it anymore.
Yeah,
Right?
try not to touch it too much. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna get another
Let's
little
get another one going.
small.
Little flour.
Here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna roll your boat, and then I'm gonna do this. Okay. Oh no, I need some more.
Yeah, you need to make it a cylinder. There you go.
There we go. Ow.
You wanna?
How am I doing, guys? Let me know in the comments. Am I killing it?
No, beautiful. Perfect. Yes.
Yes.
Don't get too freaked out. They're not going to be, they're cookies.
They're cookies.
Yeah, they're not like, they're not a building. They're cookies.
Yes, I'm not gonna break anything or destroy
Just
anything.
make sure you have enough flour on your
my hands. Yes, that's right.
And then just
Like that. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
a dusting.
Roll.
And then just
And then
cylinder. Keep going.
a little more.
A little longer. There.
I'm getting
There,
it.
That's good.
Oh, is that too long? I think it's a little too long.
No, not at all.
Vicky's gonna make it right. She's gonna fix it for me. That's
There you
the.
go. That's
the
just
trick.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's a longer crescent. So I love
right.
this. This is so fun, and you can be making them too. I know she's passing them off to me, so it's like, okay, make sure I'm doing it right. But she's the expert, so we're gonna make sure she's doing them too. So roll. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Ooh, I love how our fingers are kind of like indented a little bit in the crescents. Just nice little touch of love.
It
know,
is.
These are handcrafted.
Cookies are a gift of love.
Yes.
They really are, because they're individually made. And if you don't make them with love, then they don't taste so good.
Right. You can't have that. You can't have
You
that.
can't go to all this trouble and then not have them taste fabulous.
No. Okay, that's a long one. I like my long crescents. Apparently, that's what I like to do. Rub it a little too long. Okay. What do you think?
There you go. Wonderful.
Good? Okay, we're moving. All right. Roll. Okay. I'm getting the hang of this.
You get the hang of it
Yes,
real fast.
like
You really
I
do.
just started this for the first time, and I feel like I'm a natural.
There you go. You are.
Thank you, my
You
dear.
are a natural.
We're learning together.
All right.
Well, I'm learning from you, Vicki. We're moving right along.
Yeah, we want to make sure that our pans are filled out evenly, so that way when they're baking, they bake evenly too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want the dough to get too warm, otherwise, again, you're going to have flattened out crescents, and that is not something you want. So we are good.
So pretty. Look at this. Ooh. All right. We have
Gorgeous.
another pan?
We got lots of pans.
Okay. Yay! All right, so this is the non-vegan one that your original, the one that you always make. So
Right.
let's talk about the differences just a little bit for me.
Well, first of all, it firms up a lot more than the vegan dough.
Yeah,
And
I felt it when I grabbed it. It was like rock solid.
Right. So that's a big difference. It stays a lot colder longer because of that. So you just have to take that into account, that you don't want your vegan dough to get too warm. So you got to work a lot faster. But otherwise, the process is the same. You're going to roll. You're going to make it into cylinders.
Yep.
You're going to turn them into little crescents. You're going to put them evenly on the pan.
Yep.
And then
Just
you're going
like
to
that.
pop them in for the same amount of time.
All right, so we have our 3 vegan ones over there, and then we're making these non-vegan ones as well. All right.
So now we're ready to put them in the oven. They go in for 14 minutes, and I always turn them around halfway so that they don't get any burnt spots on them. But one thing that really helps is these sill pads. Oh my God, I love this
So what do they do? Educate us on what that is. What do they do?
It's just a barrier so that you just don't get any burnt cookies.
Ever.
Ever.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we need this in our lives.
So here we go.
I definitely need that in my life. Vicki, you probably don't need these anymore, but I probably need them.
I swear by them. So for the final step, we roll the baked cookies into a cinnamon and sugar mix, and we just need to make sure that it's evenly mixed before we start rolling.
Okay, yay.
Cinnamon is a very strong flavor, so you do have to measure this out, and it's a half a teaspoon to half a cup of sugar.
All right, we're gonna whisk.
And I always use superfine sugar when I'm baking, always.
Super fine. That's something I learned as well. Like super fine really makes a difference. Whisk it.
See how far that cinnamon went?
Mm-hmm.
So you just need to make sure it's all evenly mixed up before you start rolling your cookies in there. So make sure you get this done before your cookies start coming out.
I can already smell them, Vicki. They smell delicious.
I know, it's too bad we don't have smell-o-vision. I really wish somebody would do that.
It's that cinnamon I'm smelling too. Cinnamon.
The cinnamon and the sugar, and this is, I'm telling you, my favorite cookie ever.
Yay.
Ever.
It's time to flip. It's time to flip.
And I always flip them front to back, top to bottom.
Ooh, yep.
See how beautiful they are.
Oh yes.
And these are our vegan heroes. So there we go.
All right, it's time. Here we go.
Look at these.
Ooh.
Exactly perfect.
Wow, and they smell so amazing.
So good.
Mm-mm-mm.
And they are all just beautiful. Evenly baked, both pans, because we turn them around and switch them. We turn them around and switch them top to bottom, so they're evenly baked on both pans.
Ooh.
All right. So here they are on the cooling racks, and we are going to let them cool for 10 minutes, and then we're going to dip them in our cinnamon and sugar.
Ooh, so excited. Almost there. I can feel the steam coming off of them, the heat.
So I take my very special cookie spatula. I only use it for cookies.
This special spatula.
And we roll it in our cinnamon and sugar while they're still warm.
Yes.
But be careful, these are very fragile cookies, and if you overhandle them, they're gonna fall apart on you.
Oh yeah, we don't want that.
So all that effort, you wanna make sure you have cookies.
Yes. How do they feel?
They feel exactly the way they should. If I didn't know that these were the vegan ones, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference yet. So we'll see.
Okay, yes. I'm excited for the final commentary.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go. It's that easy.
That's simple. I think I might get in here and join you.
There you go. So now you try.
Okay.
See how that feels.
No,
It's hot.
we're learning. so just gotta
gently lift
pull
it
it
up.
off. Oh, you grabbed two.
Yeah, I can.
You can do. Yeah, you're.
There you go.
Professional. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. So I'm
roll.
gonna
Just
roll.
gently roll.
Very gently.
There you go. You got it.
They're
Make
not
sure
sticking.
It's covered.
Is
They're
it
not.
sticking?
But no, it doesn't need to stick.
Oh, it doesn't need to stick.
It
Okay.
just needs to be rolled in there. That's it.
Got you. Okay.
That's why you roll them when they're warm, because it just is a nice light dusting of cinnamon and sugar.
Yes.
This, again, it's a very sophisticated cookie. It just melts in your mouth and sends you straight to heaven. They are a heavenly cookie.
Yes, I'm excited to try these. Okay.
I just want to show the audience how evenly baked they are. So those silpats keep the bottoms from browning.
Yes, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to get me some of those because I can't tell you how much stuff I burned in the day. You know, just trying things. So I'm gonna have to get some of those. Definitely.
It will make your baking life easier.
Especially a new baker like myself, learning. Not burning as I go.
Learning, not burning. There
Learning,
you go.
not
That's
burning.
a nice way to put it, Ayana. We're learning, not burning.
Learning, not burning.
So I'm just going to pause it there. beautiful these look.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Just gorgeous.
Just amazing.
And they are gonna be just as wonderful as the originals.
Almond crescents. All right, guys, we are officially done making our almond crescents. Vicki, this has been so fun.
It has really been a fabulous afternoon.
Yes.
And now, the moment of truth.
Moment of truth. It's time to taste it. All right, let's dive in. Which one do you want?
I'm gonna take this one.
Okay, we'll take this one. Okay. Okay. That is so good.
That is hands down.
Wow.
Just as wonderful as the original. Oh, so tasty. Sorry you're not in the room with us.
I know. I've never had these before, so this is like a true first reaction, and I'm in love with these almond crescents. Like, oh my goodness. You were right. This is just melting in your mouth.
Melt in your mouth. Oh my God.
This is so good.
As I said before, when we started this afternoon, this is a cookie that you will dream about.
Yes. I'm dreaming right now, and I'm still awake, okay?
And they are just as delicious. So this has been out of the park, wonderful veganizing this recipe.
Yes, they're just so sweet, and the cinnamon sugar coating.
It's just
Just has such a nice touch.
they're perfect.
I'm in love. Okay, now that we've tried this delicious, delicious treat, Vicki, I want to get into the specifics as we wrap this up. So just tell us, we've had the original here and the plant-based veganized version. Just tell us real briefly, has there been any change, any difference? What can you tell just from this experience?
Well, now that I got my head out of the clouds after having those, there really isn't much difference at all. Truthfully, the only thing is these get a little bit puffier, and I think that just has to do with butter versus the plant-based butter, and that's really it. Otherwise, they're just amazing.
So good.
Oh my God.
So
I'm just like-
good.
and they smell wonderful, and they
Yes.
look exactly like
I couldn't
they're
even
supposed
tell.
to.
I mean, they were sitting on the tray, and I was like, wait, which ones are the vegan ones again? I can't
you
even.
have to be real careful.
Exactly. Well, guys, thank you again for watching. I hope this inspired you to take one ingredient or whatever you're cooking at home, just to swap it out, try it, and just see if you can try to veganize something, or just one thing at a time. We're not trying to change the world in one day, so just pick one thing that you love and give it a spin. Try to veganize it. Again, thank you.
What have you got to lose?
Yeah, what have you got to lose?
What have you got to lose?
What do you got to lose?
Yeah.
Well, guys, you don't have anything to lose watching this channel, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and just stay tuned for the next thing that we're gonna do, because it's gonna be sweet, ain't
Very,
it?
yeah.
All right, bye, guys. Okay, cookie spatula me up.
Oh, we
got
almost
it.
lost one.
We got it. We got it. Woo! Gotta have those quick reflexes, Rolling. Make sure I was rolling. I don't want to not be rolling on a great take. Okay. All right, here we go. And action. All right, guys. So today, what are we making, Vic? Let me just do that again. Do it again. Yes, okay. All right, and action. All right, guys. So, Vicki, tell us what is the credit we're doing? I make one little change and I can't make anything.
What the hell am I saying?
What am I saying now? Okay.
I'll take this too.
This ain't making the cut. What are you talking about? Okay, it might make the cut. Okay, here we go.
Everybody.
We got this. All right, rolling, and action.
They're dissolving in the mouth.
They're perfect, right?
They're great.
They did what they need to do, dissolving in the mouth. Yay!
Aren't they? It's just like I couldn't tell the difference.